Hey everyone, it's MicVinny. It's currently September, and you know what that means. The kids are back in school. So not only are the kids back in school, but we're in the last final days of summer. So isn't that incredible? With global warming, I put the quotations up there because I know some people out there don't believe in global warming. I'm one of those people that actually do believe in global warming. Um, yeah, I won't get into that discussion. I try not to discuss politics and people's personal views on this site, so I will shut up about that. Um, but as September is here, obviously kids are back in school and the weather is about to change. So we're in the final phase of summer, which means it should be hopefully start cooling down wherever you live at. And as the cooling down begins, the seasons change. And I don't know about you, but I know with myself, I get these incredible seasonal urges. So a great example is like when the summertime is here, I'm all about ice cream. It's something about when it's hot outside, I have no desire to eat hot foods. As a matter of fact, you may consider me a vampire during the summertime period because when it's hot outside and I'm outside in the heat, I really don't even want to eat anything. But soon as the sun goes down and I'm in a cool off mindset, my body's cooler, that's when I like to eat foods. And I have no problems eating, I crave, salads. I crave fruit more. I crave more of the healthy stuff, I guess you can say, in the summertime, summertime months compared to the colder months. So as the season is about to change, I can already see and tell my taste buds are changing with the seasons as well. Where in the summertime, I my sweet tooth craves the ice creams and the cold treats, whereas in the fall months, it's all about the pastry. So, apple pies are kind of starting to creep up on the brain. Different types of cakes, donuts, all that good stuff. I guess also it doesn't help when you have all these advertisements, and soon as September hits, I kid you not, I'm pretty sure almost every single coffee shop, cafe type place is promoting pumpkin spice. Every year it creeps up earlier and earlier. It used to just be in October, the Halloween things. But nope, because we got to promote Christmas earlier, that means we have to promote Thanksgiving a little bit earlier. And then we also got to promote Halloween as soon as the kids get back to school. So let's talk about pumpkins. It's pretty funny. So as the seasons change, and your eating habits change, and if you're like myself and you crave these more delectable desserts, um, you are mostly gonna, gain a little weight, because it's just the nature of the beast. Just because when our bodies naturally want to increase fat as it gets cold outside. Why? Because we want to protect ourselves. So that's why for majority of the folks, like especially I know for myself, like I said, it's easier for me to lose weight in the summertime in the warmer months than the winter months because I just want to gain my winter fat. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you are out there like that. So as we get towards the colder parts of the year, be aware of that, and don't. I mean, you can sure, no matter what your goal is, you can always splurge every now and then, but just be aware that that's why you probably have those cravings. It's just because the temperature outside is changing. So as I talk about this, I'm excited because I actually was working with a client, with one of my favorite clients last year, who had this problem. They had this like seasonal problem. And so myself and the client decided to go on a mission to actually solve, why is it so difficult to lose weight around this time period? And we decided to, log every single thing. So while this client was going on their journey, I was going through my own personal journey. And I was fortunate enough where this client actually logged all their information and actually documented their journey. So it's now been a couple, months later, and the client eventually reached their goal. And as I sat back and looked at all the data, I was amazed because I realized that what the client was going through privately, almost all of us go through on a seasonal basis. So I decided to actually put all that together, and I've created a book called Just Keep Going, How to Avoid Seasonal Weight Gains and Finally Get to the End of Any Fat Loss Plan. With the book, I feel that I really tackle the issue that so many of us out here have when it comes towards seasonal weight gains. So if you're like the client and you know you have a problem around the seasons, I think this is an excellent book to read as you go through the client's mindset through these couple of I don't want to give the book away, but I will let me kind of give you just kind of an idea of what type of client I was dealing with. So the client was not new to fitness. The client was actually someone who in the past lost a lot of weight. And as a matter of fact, they really weren't going on like this big fat loss journey. It was only like a couple pounds. They felt like 10, 15 pounds was all they wanted to do. And as a matter of fact, the client's name is Hank. Hank pretty much just wanted to challenge himself and actually start this diet right before Thanksgiving. So that was impressive. And Hank actually got myself motivated. I was like, okay, yeah, I'll join you, and I'll come up with a plan for what you want to do. And so the reason for that timing was that Hank pretty much thought he could easily lose the weight. And he gave himself like a 9-week time frame, which he was like, realistically, 10 pounds, that's nothing. I know I lost all this weight in the past. It'll be easy. And so Hank was a person who working out for him was no problem. He worked out all the time. It was just a matter of him controlling himself when the season changed, because fall just began and it was the weeks prior to Thanksgiving, and he realized that, I gained a couple pounds. Is it real weight or is it false weight? He's like, it's probably not real weight. It's just, he was carb sensitive. I'm carb sensitive, just like him. So I understand what it's like to eat, a piece of bread, and then your waist balloons up for a day or two, and then it goes back down. So he was like one of these people. And a lot of folks out there who rely on the scale, who only look at the scale, you're probably carb sensitive as well. And you need to get away from that. So that's what this book is about a little bit, is all the methods to help you, not harm you, when you're on a fat loss plan or just losing a couple pounds. And so what was supposed to, just take us a couple weeks took a little bit longer than we were expecting, because with a person who's as dedicated and as into fitness as Hank was, it normally would take like 3 weeks. But what happened is he was not doing this during those warm months like myself. I was saying how when it's warm outside, I can easily lose weight because my eating habits are better. I crave the more healthier, light stuff than the heavy stuff. And so as we began this in the fall, winter months, it became a struggle. And that's why I love this book, because it's actually a realistic journey into the mindset of a person going through this fat loss. And so many people think that they're the only ones that have this problem. It's like, no, everyone has this problem. Even, the super fitness guys, even I, me, Mr. Fitness, tribal fitness coach, I have problems during certain times of the year. I'm not perfect 24/7. So by going and looking and following this person's journey, you get the glimpse, you get the chance and a glimpse into the life of what goes on in the mind. So, there's bad days and there's good days. There's those weeks where you lose a lot of weight, and then there's the weeks where you gain a lot of weight. And obviously, if you're trying to lose weight, you don't want to gain no weight, So the book is coming out. Actually, the book will be released on September 25th, 2016. So if you're able to see this video before the release date, I highly, highly recommend you sign up to the pre-release page, because everyone who signs up before the book is released will be eligible for an actual free copy of the book the day it's released. If you're seeing this book afterwards, I apologize that it took you so long to figure out who this guy is. Um, but still, I think the book is worth purchasing. I'm not sure what the price of the book is when you're watching this video, if it's released already, but I'm pretty sure it's not breaking the bank. So I highly, highly recommend people who kind of want to get to that end of the journey. So it's so hard to lose weight by yourself, and that's one of the big takeaways of this book is don't do this by yourself. Have a support system, have someone help you out. Because when you're doing this by yourself, you think you're the only one that's suffering. But no, as you read the book, you see you're not the only one that suffers. Even the highest, mightiest so-called expert suffers as well. And just because you see those pictures of the final product, if you ever go to, just look at Instagram and look at all these fitness models and everything, you a lot of times don't really see the hard work it takes to get towards those bodies. And that's what this book is about. It's like an actual journey. So day by day, the person was logging what their mindset was, exactly what they ate. And that's a big takeaway from this book as well. Is like you get a chance to see every single thing the person ate. No kidding. Every single thing the person ate until they reach their goal. I don't know how many actual books out there actually will show you what these people eat on a daily basis. So you can see the realistic foods this person was eating, to reach his protein goals, to reach his carbohydrate goals, to reach his fat goals, to reach his calorie goals. All that is in this book. So again, sign up. If you're seeing this before September 25th, please sign up. I'll provide the link in YouTube and on the blog post where I post this. If it's after 25th, please just buy the book. I think it's worth buying, no matter the price. It'll never be over $10 on Amazon or wherever else it's sold. I really don't think a digital copy would be over $10. A hard copy maybe, but not the digital copy. So please buy the book. Read the book, apply the book, and reach out to me if you have any questions.